Hey, Sacred Counsel community. I wanted to drop in today to share a little bit about the element of wood in the spring season, along with the organ pair, the liver, and the gallbladder. But before we get started, I'd love to just guide a little meditation into connecting with the wood element. So if you feel good where you are, you can close your eyes. If you're outside, you can look at a tree and just start to deepen the breath into the belly. Inhaling deep. Exhaling out. And starting to cultivate a visual of a tree in the mind. Roots reaching down. Branches extending up towards the sky. This connection between the celestial realm and the earth. And so this is the energy of wood. It is the great connector. In Chinese medicine, the Chinese character Mu is a depiction of a tree. And so it's this idea that wood is a season that is allowing polarities to have their proper place and the balance and the flow of energy between the two. And so we just made our way in Chinese medicine from the season of winter, which is water, and we're moving our way after spring season into the element of fire, which is summer, the heart season, the season of the heart meridian. So we went from kidneys to liver, then to heart. And so there's this transition point from water, from the depths of the winter season, the many facets of water, this frozen state of reflection, and working our way towards action of fire. But what is essential before we do that is to call on the energetic support of wood and also the energetic support of the liver and the gallbladder. In Chinese medicine, the liver and the gallbladder work together. And so we have the liver that is essential for sorting through, processing, clearing stagnation. And then we also have the gallbladder that is essential in actually creating planning. The gallbladder is the minister who executes the plan. The liver is the general. It strategizes, it ensures energy is worked in a good way. It moves, it clears frustration. So when we're in alignment and we have balance in the body, the liver and the gallbladder work together for precise action, decisiveness, and clarity of direction. When they aren't as in balance, there's a sense of a lack of a vision and ability to move forward, or it feels like we're kind of bumping up against things. And so the reason why I love working with these energies is we can literally practice on the meridians with yin yoga. We can literally practice on the meridians with acupuncture and even yin tai, getting a great Thai massage therapist that knows the meridians that can help you live in harmony. The reason why I practice so much Chinese medicine, I just appreciate this idea called Wu Wei. Wu Wei is the great way. It is the way of least resistance. I appreciate when there's wisdom traditions that are just teaching us how to learn from nature and how to be in harmony with it. That is our effort. Our effort is being in harmony with. So this season is the natural harmony, is transitioning from water to fire. Water feeds wood, and wood eventually feeds fire. Our best way is allowing ourselves to hold polarities, right? To hold what we don't want with what we want, to hold the transition between very yin, very feminine, spacious, tentative holding place of winter, transitioning to the summer, which is very yang, very fiery, but honoring the space between. I think that's the most important point of this season, honoring the spaciousness between. That being said, we can also honor the spaciousness between eating. Liver cleanses are amazing for right now. And the liver can cleanse itself if we also practice certain kinds of fasting. I highly recommend that women don't actually fast until the first day of their blood. But fasting, intermittent fasting, honoring the space between can really help that. So I just wanted to share a little bit today about that, the wood energy, the energy of being able to give and to take, feminine and masculine. And energetically, this season is really about clearing stagnation. So we're talking about moving blood. We're also talking about hydrating, moving the body, getting out more, doing more breath work that's exciting for the body. And so I'm really, really, really glad that we get to attune ourselves to these greater currents. We're not doing it alone. That's another piece that I really feel about the wood season, is the ability to root down and stay firm, but also the ability to be flexible. Just like a tree, when the wind blows, if a tree is too hard, it will snap in half. If a tree is too flexible, it falls over. So how do we find that space between, the space between rigidity and connection and commitment and fluidity? So for me, this season is deeply a season of listening too. It's a clarified listening from the winter, planting the seeds. So when the heart meridian and the fire energy of summer come around, we are clear and our energy can be focused towards what we want. I have a favorite quote from Laurie Eve Dechar from her book, The Five Spirits. So Laurie Eve Dechar is an amazing acupuncture teacher, teaching from Maine, and she has a book called The Five Spirits. So along with the 5 elements, we have the 5 meridians, the 5 organ pairs, and then also more deeply, there's the 5 spirits. And the spirit that is associated with wood is Hun. And so Hun is the energy, the ethereal soul. I love this. Literally, the ethereal soul, this vision, this imagination, this benevolence that is just sprouting up, and it's drawing it down. So there's a kind of sensitivity that we need in this season, like the sensitivity to even see crocuses blossom, come up and sprout up from the earth. Summer isn't in full form and winter has not left yet. It's the ability to discern that golden thread in the transition. I love practicing the ability to be with transition in this season. That is why it is really important also to sensitize our body, to give ourselves breaks and heavy meals, and even do that liver detox so that we can have a sensitive system to pull on the subtle threads, to really tune into what we want to listen to. So here's that quote. The element of wood includes the twigs and the branches that quiver in the wind, and the leaves that taste of the color green. It is the energy of spring, of new beginnings, progressive movement, and reaching towards the future, as well as the qualities of fiber and suppleness that give an organism the ability to maintain integrity through the storm winds of growth and transformation. So it is the subtleness, the suppleness, but also the strength. It's trusting the invisible forces. I wrote in our newsletter, it's almost like the energy of Papawi that comes from the Anishinaabe. It's an Anishinaabe word that I was introduced to by Robin Wall Kimmerer. And it's the energy, it's the invisible force that pushes mushrooms from the earth overnight. Papawi. There are invisible forces at play that are just a subtle flow of the seasons. And when we sensitize ourselves to the subtle flow, we get to enjoy that current. We get to just step into the stream of transition, get to step into the stream of the wood element. We get to step into the stream of that first green shoot that sprouts up, that first crocus, the tenderness of that moment. So thank you for listening, and wishing you all a beautiful, easy, transitional, soft spring season.